What's up, guys? Welcome back to SVG Tapes. I'm Matt here with you today, back with the Mazda Speed 3. I'm sure you guys are glad to see it back on the channel. Sadly, I'm not sure it's going to be on the channel much longer. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about, does your modified car hold value when you go to sell it if you've been modifying it for its whole life? Or does it drop in value since you've had it, or compared to stock value? A lot of things influence this, what you've done, the kind of mods, different colors that you do. It's also going to be kind of like a should you remove your modifications before you sell it, or should you keep your car the way it is when you go to sell it? Because obviously my car is super modified and it's two different colors. Like, you don't know if somebody's going to want to buy it or not. We're going to be going over all that in today's video, so stay tuned. Take that up to there because it stopped raining. It's my little cap, the wastegate. Water can go in there, but it doesn't really matter. I just try not to do it because every time I do it, let water in there, then when it rains, it shoots black stuff all over my car and gets it dirty again. So it makes it dirty like literally every other time I drive the car. The only big irritating thing I have about the wastegate on the white side of the paint. But before we jump into the video, we're going to give her a quick scrub down and I'll show you guys the technique. So we're going to be coming out with a winter update video for the schedule going forward. We're looking to be doing like every other week for upload schedule. We're not going to be that hard of a schedule on us because we don't want it to feel like a job. This is all just for fun, all for memories for us to look back on, all the boys. So yeah, be on the lookout for a winter update video. We get everybody back on the channel all in one video. We all voice our opinions. It's going to be a good time. And if you're unsubscribed, don't forget to press that subscribe button because 2023 is going to be wild. Now, I'm going to go into the pros and cons of each right now. In the short scheme of things, I would recommend trying to leave the modifications on, and then if that doesn't work out, then to remove them. But I'm going to tell you why now, but just for the people that wanted to know a quick answer, there you go. Does it hold its value? No, it doesn't hold its value. You'll put much more money into your car than you will get back to it. As far as keeping your modifications on your car, I'm doing that as we speak. I've probably put about double digits almost, probably like 8 to 10,000 into this, put 8,000 or something. But it helps because I did all the labor myself, so that is a big deciding factor or not if you do the work yourself, and it's also a big deciding factor or not if you revert it back to stock. But I decided to try and sell it as is. I think it looks a lot more unique, so it could grab a certain buyer. Like, some of you will see it on Marketplace and be like, I want that, exactly, that is perfect, that is sick, I want that. As compared to if it's stock, then it's going to be generic and somebody might not point it out of the crowd of all the white ones or all the silver ones. So got that riding for you if you try and sell your car modified, even if it's just with small tasteful mods compared to super modified. I think both could play in your favor if you find the right buyer. You're going to save a lot of time by not having to remove everything and then reinstall everything back to stock and then retune it back to stock, whether or not you have your stock tuned or not. That's just another hoop to jump through. Deciding if not you do that yourself or if you take it to a shop, that could cost you money. So you got to factor that in. Does that make it worth it? That leads into the cons of this is you will make more money if you do remove your modifications and sell them separately and then sell your car generic, almost stock. You'll make more money that way because it just is the way it is.
Look at this. This is an aspen. You can tell that it's an aspen tree because of the way it is. Wow.
You never get as much money for your parts as you put into them. It just never comes around that way. And if it does, then you're very lucky. Moving into the pros. The pros of removing your modifications are that it'll appeal to a bigger audience. Like, more people are going to want just a white generic Speed than they're going to want a two-tone one. Like, it'll apply to a dad, to a kid, to a middle-aged guy, to a homeless guy who just has 16 grand to spend on a Speed, you know? Probably help it sell faster, and it could net you more money in the long run because you're going to remove your mods and you're going to sell your car. You could probably, like, if it's lower miles like mine's only got like 74,000 miles on it, or give or take, and it's only been modified for like 10,000 of that, so that would definitely sell quicker generic because that's like a sought after speed, than it is modified, because it takes a more unique buyer to buy one modified. And the only cons I see of removing your modifications are that it will take you a lot of time and effort. Whether or not you have that time with working your job and trying to sell your car, maybe you can pay somebody else to do it. That'll cost you money. So it's all around just a con to remove your mods. Super big hassle. And if you did install them, then maybe somebody installed them incorrectly and you might run into a problem trying to reinstall your stock parts. And then if you don't have your stock parts, like, you're going to have to rebuy the stock parts. So me, myself, and I recommend doing this with anybody, you should keep your stock parts as you get through the life of a car. And another con is that it's not unique, so it's going to be harder for a buyer to distinguish your car from another car. It really comes down to just the amount of owners and like a crash history at that point. So what would I do? I would put my car on Marketplace with all the modifications on it I'm going to be doing it for at least a half a year. If it takes that long, I really hope it doesn't, but you never know, because I'd like to step into a winter vehicle more sooner than not. It's another reason for me wanting to sell it, but it's going to be a cool car. It's going to be fast. Don't worry. It's going to be on nitrous. It'll be a fun time. It'll be on the channel. But besides the fact, that is a reason for me wanting to sell it faster. So I hope it sells. If it doesn't sell within 6 months, I did work on it myself, so it's not going to cost me money to put it back to stock. I have most of my stock parts, the expensive ones like the manifolds and all that jazz, so I'm going to be putting it back to stock. If it doesn't sell, then it'll definitely sell because it's lower mileage. If you guys want to see more content on the Speed, you can check out like a POV video here and the build breakdown here, and maybe it's shooting flames down here. So hope you enjoyed the video. Glad you guys got to see the Speed again. It's going to be a winter update video coming soon. Don't forget about that. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It's just one click. It's really easy. Hit that like button to help us get pushed out to more of an audience, guys. 2023 is looking up. The Datsun's going to be insane. It's going to be a drag build, by the way. But yeah, we're super excited for the future, what it holds. We don't know. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're going to push for it before we get to 2023, but you never know. You guys are amazing. We love all of our supporters. We wouldn't be doing this without you guys. It's so much fun reading all the comments and responding to you guys. You're the best, honestly. Haven't had one lick of bad comments yet. And we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.